ค into the ring. Kiss me, baby. Hello. Welcome back to another CSU esports stream. This is Livy speaking. This is my first time broadcasting a stream alone, so I will ask that you're all a little bit gentle with me. But we are facing Davenport today, currently 12 stocks to 12. Sending out Colin as our first player. Colin has seemed to like playing early in these sets, so we'll see how this ends up working out for us. Very solid lead here so far. This not being an uncommon character at all, I don't doubt that Colin is pretty familiar with this matchup. People have sort of come around on Rob recently, so Rob's sort of one of the characters people prefer facing now, especially in the post-DLC era. And this matchup especially is very reminiscent of old school Smash, but we are going to see the first stock taken by Davenport here. We'll see if Colin has an answer for it. Colin is really looking for this kill now. Yeah, missing the punish on that parry there, really unfortunate, and this extra credit here from Davenport is really starting to add up. Narrowly avoiding that up air there. Not getting punished for the whipped grab, and setting up a ledge trap opportunity here. Not quite making it and getting punished. Barely missing that kill confirmed too. Things are starting to look pretty tough here for CSU. And yeah, that's going to be the kill there. Alright. 84% deficit here for CSU, but Young Link, not a character that's lacking in damage traditionally, so we'll see how Colin's able to take this back. Already racking up some pretty big damage. Repping shield a little too early there. Barely living that side B there. Taking it back on stage, using the gyro to punish the ledge trap attempt. Seeing a lot of projectiles come out from both of these characters. It seems like Colin might be struggling to sort of keep up with Rob's, what would be the word? Assembly of projectiles he can throw at you. Definitely not the word I was looking for, but that is going to be the kill right there. CSU taking the first lead of the set. Narrowly avoiding that down air. That is going to be the kill. Colin getting the first big opening this stock. Dropping the combo unfortunately, but resetting right there. Sort of taking his space now, throwing out the projectiles. He has a solid lead now, he knows he doesn't need to be rushing in. Not finding the ledge trap attempt there. Setting up for another one here. Two minutes 30 on the clock here. Potentially rough offstage situation here for the Rob, but Colin opting to sort of reset to center, take back neutral. And I think kind of struggling to close out the stock. That is going to do it. Taking a 10-9 lead here in the first game. Uh-oh, that sounds like my audio is being doubled. One moment, please. Okay, just gonna go pray that fixed it. I still feel like I'm getting something, but it's fine for now. It's fine, it's fine. I have got to edit this player info, but while I do that, I'm curious who we're gonna see Davenport send out next. Not familiar with their lineup at all. Solo commentary is hard, I have discovered. Especially in these quiet spaces in between games. But I'm just gonna try and think about this a little, think about what we saw that last game. I think we did see Colin when he was forced to approach. He kind of struggled to really open the Rob up there. And so I wonder if maybe we're gonna send in another character that can engage in counter zoning on Davenport's end. But we'll have to wait and see. It's not uncommon in these games so far for stage striking character picks to take up as much time as the actual gameplay itself, so we will probably be here for a solid second. Gotta talk for a second for test audio. Okay, everything sounds good on my phone in 5 seconds of listening, so I'm sure it's fine. We are gonna go see player number 2 here, sending in a Steve. Not exactly what I was thinking regarding the counter zoning, but pretty close. Steve definitely not a character that is known for his fast-paced, aggressive play. We're gonna see Colin SD's first 2 stocks here, feeling things out. Alright, getting right into it here. Some very aggressive Steve play off the bat, not sitting back and mining. Already 50, 67 damage off of the minimal openings they've gotten so far. Con re-grabbing ledge and getting punished for it. The bomb blowing up in his face. Not a good start here from CSU, unfortunately. We'll see if he can make it back before he loses this first stock, but no, that's going to be a very, very fast stock there from Davenport. Not what you want to see from CSU. That said, it's only even right now. Not exactly playing from the back foot here, just tying things up. Making too much background noise. Whoops. I do wonder who they're going to send in here. My first thought is Ruvi. The Snake Steve matchup does seem pretty advantageous. We've seen Hurt with a decent amount of success in it. We saw Dio with a decent amount of success in it. My second pick would probably be Dreamless. I know he really, really likes that matchup. He's a believer that Pyramithra is the best character in the game. And I know he personally has a lot of fun playing that matchup, so I wouldn't be surprised seeing either of those players. My gut instinct says Ruby will probably prefer to stay back in Anchor when the game's this close so far, but we'll have to wait and see. Taking their time for the stage bans here. What stages do you not want to play if you're Steve? My gut instinct is probably Smashville. Using the axe for mining can be pretty bad because you use it for a lot of your core combos and kill confirms. And unlike Town, that isn't a big stage where Steve has a lot of sort of room to breathe against more aggressive play styles. So I'm guessing that one will probably be off the table. Other than that, there aren't too many stages Steve is outright bad on. And being pretty much the consensus best character in the game at this point. I think if you are playing against Snake, you will probably prefer larger stages, but it is going to be Dreamless that comes out. Excited to see how this goes. Battlefield is going to be the pick starting out game number 2. Even stocks here on both teams. Dreamless opting to start Pyra, something he's a big believer in a lot of these matchups. And by a lot of these, I mean Steve and Kirby. Starting things out a lot better than our last player, fortunately. No shade to call in, I'm sure. Yeah, just using these sort of long-range Pyra aerials to just keep Steve at bay without letting up the pressure. The side B especially has been coming clutch a couple times, but that's a potential big opening. Drops it though. Victor missing the punish. Not landing the confirm either. Some spaghetti coming out here from both players. And the last smash is gonna take it. That move is very, very strong. Victor now with a pretty solid lead. He knows he can sort of play it maybe not as aggressively as he was before. Narrowly air dodging through the TNT setup. These offstage situations, though, can be scary in this matchup. Yeah, Davenport just not being able to land much here. Victor getting a lot of extra credit here. Interesting blazing edge there. Yeah, we are seeing that, I think especially online, these minecarts at like closer range are really hard to react to, and so is that back air going to be taking the first stock of the game for Davenport, evening things back up. Faking the gold tool build there. Narrowly living that fire dash attack. .33 damage off that opening. Davenport sort of taking the time to sort of slow down in mind. That's narrowly not a kill there, but Victor does end up taking it. Diamond tools here on Steve are definitely not something you're happy to see, though. And joining me today will be Ty. You will recognize him from every stream we've done.
Yes, ma'am. Back once again. Can't keep me out for long. How are we doing so far in this game?
Stocks are... I need to update the display. The stocks are narrowly not even.
Does it automatically update?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really pivotal for Victor to get the kill here. Almost got it a second ago. The anvil drops. Really needed to find that stock before losing one. And now, especially since it's up 27.
Yeah, switching to the Pyra for the first time this game, which is interesting because the Steve is at kill percent pretty much. Oh, and that's gonna be it!
Wait! Oh, no! Heartbreaker! Tries to go get the tech, but was that a directional or regular?
It was a directional air dodge from the onstage to offstage.
Heartbreaking. It's just one small thing. It's why you can't. You always have to go for those neutral air dodges. It's like there's something that I consider when I'm playing Incineroar. A lot of instances, I didn't even know that it was the default. When you use your side B, you obviously have to hit the button in order to hit the success state for the Alolan Whip. I use A, just in case I mess it up and somehow the A input goes after. Is way better to just throw out a single jab than to pop the neutral B, because that's way more punishable. It's the same thing with Hex, always neutral tech, or not always, but in a situation like that where it's not likely to be a follow-up if you neutral tech, you gotta just go for the neutral tech, or else you might just find yourself directional air dodging off stage.
Yeah, the buffer system in this game combined with how directional air dodge works has been probably
kind of the worst part of the game, probably.
Yeah, I've never been able to wrap my head around it. It's one of the main reasons that after switching to Melee and then Brawl as my main competitive focus, I was never really able to get back into Ultimate, unfortunately, because I do love this game a lot.
I feel the same way about Rivals, switching over to Rivals of Aether. After getting so used to wave dashing, also a Melee thing, going back to this game, it's like, oh, that's just not here, is it?
Yeah, for me that's dash dancing in Melee.
Or another thing I love, Dacus. When I was over there, I texted that to you. I don't know if you saw. I love Dacus. I freaking love Dacus. That is my favorite movement tech in any game. Is just dash attack, cancel, up smash, and if it was in this game, it would be saved.
Yeah, I'm a Meta Knight player, so I don't have much experience with Dacus because it is bad.
Yeah.
But it does seem really cool.
It's a very fun mechanic. The only downside, I think, to Dacus in this game is there's a very slim chance Steve would get use out of it, and that would just not make me very happy.
I don't know. I don't think Steve doesn't get a ton of...
At low percents with wooden dash attack, that's probably like a free 40%.
Yeah, but it would be very, very committal, and he wouldn't get a ton of distance off of the dash attack.
Then, also, imagine Fox with Dacus.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that, actually. Dude, Mithra?
Oh, goodness. That I don't want to think
Anti-airing you from across the screen. He already kind of does that with up tilt, pivot cancel up tilt.
And I guess Snake really doesn't need another dude like that, so...
It is going to be Arctic for the pick, though. Not a bad choice, in my opinion. We've seen Robs have some pretty decent success against Steves in this game.
I think that a lot of that, though, is predicated on the fact that, as a character, Rob relies somewhat heavily on those gyro kill confirms, like that you can get at center stage, the touch to death stuff that you can get. Arctic, again, I said this before, he hasn't practiced that a whole lot. He can get, like, the, you know, if the at ledge, nair, gyro, side B, but past that, like, I mean, this is one of the easiest characters in the game for Steve to just, you know, mine the axe above.
That's true. I have talked to Corey a bit about his sort of philosophy playing Rob, and he definitely recognizes that if a player like Anathema, with the crazy combos they had the neutral of someone like a Zachary or a Zomba, they would be a much better player than they are with Jeff with their punish game, and they're comparatively lacking neutral. Obviously, their neutral isn't bad. So I do wonder if that is something he's going to invest in more, considering he's a pretty neutral-focused Rob. But it's working out pretty well for him so far.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that one single up tilt combo into the up smash, he's taking only 40% just about. I hate that Steve can do that, up tilt the TNT to set it off. Did not even know that could happen, but Arctic can drop his stock thanks to very nice ledge trapping.
Yeah, that's some old school tech. People don't really do it anymore because they figured the resources just weren't worth it, but when it lands, it's good. CSU down 2 stocks here. Arctic really wants to close this out before he loses another, but that could be it. Oh, missing the spike. Or opting not to go for it, rather.
Surviving there is like that. So quite deadly, even at this percentage.
Another team going out. Arctic opting to go high. An interesting counterplay.
Worked up from him there, but he's been almost entirely unable to significantly escape the sledge trap scenario. Now the diamond's out, and not going to last for very long. With the up smash out of shield, will take that one.
Yeah, those mine carts were brutal, especially at close range. They're just so hard to react to online.
It was something that I was talking about. A couple of people came over to me when I was running the Rocket League stream on the second stream. There's a lot of input lag in this game. Like, especially online, it's at minimum 10 frames of input lag. And you can reasonably expect it's going to be 12 or even 15. If it's 12, that's a fifth of a second. If it's 15, that's a quarter of a second. Input lag, and minecart starts up on, like, frame 8, it feels.
Yeah. Do you know the fun little factoid about how pre-rollback, Melee net play had less input lag than Ultimate offline?
Yep. You can play online rivals with people in a different continent and have better input delay than Ultimate.
Yeah.
Granted, can't exactly do rollback net code as easily in a game like Ultimate, where it's supposed to be chaotic, it's supposed to have a lot of characters on it, so it's very difficult to implement that, but you know, Smash 6, maybe, you know, yeah. Rivals 2 has rollback.
I mean, they made it work in Mario Kart.
Mario Kart has rollback?
To some extent. It has rollback-like features. It's not exactly the same because it's not 1v1, it's server-based.
Sakurai, why? Why would you do this?
I think it just wasn't a development priority for them, to be honest.
Fair.
And it makes sense. How much money would they have possibly made implementing rollback?
Would have been good for PR, but that's about it. Nintendo doesn't exactly need PR.
Yeah, but it's only good PR with people who are already going to play the game.
That is true. But then again, those are also people who are buying
a lot of DLC and a lot of extra switches, a lot of extra Smash for tournaments and things. So you could possibly expect that to be something. It maybe wouldn't be beneficial this quarter or even next year, but over a couple of years it might. Especially because if you do the rollback netcode once, you don't have to worry about putting as many resources to maintaining it for subsequent games. Eventually it will make its money back, but
Yeah. I do wonder what the pick is going to be here from Davenport. I'm not familiar with their roster at all, to be honest.
expecting some sort of combo heavy character. Obviously Rob is a very comboable character, as many people do say. Rob's character flaws are being big, having a large hitbox, being vulnerable to combos because he's so sizable, things like that. I just listened to the same thing 3 times. That's besides the point.
He is big.
He is big. Rob players, that's the one thing we'll tell you. But so something like a Luigi or a Mario, even though they're gimpable, even though they're somewhat exploitable on recoveries, accidentally those both of them succeeded.
Did you watch Guy versus Zomba at Riptide?
Absolutely.
What a set. Luigi sure is the character of all time. But we do have the picks here.
Did he win?
Zomba did win, but it was very close.
Game 5?
I remember it being last stock. I don't remember the game count, unfortunately.
You remember how deep in the tournament it was?
Before top 8, or maybe first round of top 8. It's gonna be Pikachu coming out. That makes sense.
The third Mario Brothers, some say.
Yeah, interesting pick. You don't see a ton of this character anymore. The crown has sort of been passed from ESAM to Shiny Mark at this point, but since the game came out, we sort of just maintained the one top Pikachu player at any given time status.
Yeah, I mean, Pikachu is a character whose stocks have significantly gone down in terms of its timeline. I think the one thing that consistently he can tout as one thing that could possibly keep him as a top 2 player, just don't think he is anymore, is a generally excellent matchup against Rob, I'd say.
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair to say.
Small hitbox, very easy to combo other characters.
And we're seeing that come to work pretty well for Davenport here. A pretty solid lead, all things considered.
Especially given how much Pikachu can pancake. The Rob grab out of cheese. Very difficult time thing to put out there, not converting into kills. A good percentage. It's another move that really stuffs out Rob sometimes, especially if it's half stage.
Yeah, we are kind of seeing the issue with Pika coming though, in that it's really hard to convert these stray hits sometimes into an actual kill. Especially on a character you can't really edge guard like Rob.
It's looking like it might just be a dash attack or an up throw kill goes to dash attack.
That might be the kill? Nope. Getting the read right. Or wrong, rather.
Not back here. Back to stage.
That's gonna be the kill.
Ending there, it's one of Pikachu's biggest changes heading into Ultimate, and probably his best. It's such a strong move. Nice little spring here, the down air, not going to double dip. Will not find the kill.
Oh, the air dodge!
Oh, again! Pikachu wins! This is game 1, right? Like the first match.
Yes.
Where's the other Joy-Con?
Yeah, that's a tragic ending there for Arctic.
A sixth of our stocks have been lost to air dodges, accidental air dodges.
Yeah, I would be very shocked if we don't see Ruby here as our anchor, especially against a Pikachu player.
Yeah, I mean, who do we have left? We've played Victor, we've played Arctic. I'm gonna guess we started with
we still have
Colonies.
Tempest. And I think one other player?
Michael.
Michael.
And
I'm not
maybe
familiar with them, unfortunately. Hero player. I see. We could also see that coming out, but I do think Ruby would want to be put in this situation.
Yeah, I think that Hero, it's a character who does actually do quite solid against Pika, all things considered, but at the same time, it's very easy to send in something else as your last pick and be, oh, they send in Hero, we'll send in our Aegis, or we'll send in our, I don't know, our Sonic. But there are a lot of characters that, you know, Hero struggles against that I think you can throw in as your last pick. Heck, even if they've got like a pocket villager player, which I mean, I still don't think I've seen a single good villager player in ult. That might just be because villagers kind of doo-doo.
Yeah, that's fair. I may have just erased our Twitter. That's unfortunate. No,
Our
it's still
Twitter is
there.
gone. We have no more Twitter.
I'm trying to figure out how to do game count because I'm using where you would normally put the game count for stocks.
I think it's fine.
You think so? Okay.
Totally put down.
I don't know how to do that, and we're in a game though. So that might be a next stream thing.
Or next game.
Or next game. But yeah, it is going to be Ruby, naturally.
That's right.
1, go!
Michael, not he has improved a lot over his time at CSU. He used to be like, I would say a little worse than me back when I played this game a lot. Now he is very solidly better than me. I would say he's either the second. Oh, I would say he's the third best player. He hasn't been getting enough play time, but I mean, in times like this where you get a lock in, you send in the heavy hitter, you send in the snake.
Yeah, especially in this matchup, which is traditionally pretty advantageous for Pikachu, or for Snake rather.
Not the best matchup given the fact that you can do exactly what we've seen right now. Got two! Sending out those T-bills.
Yeah, we are seeing a little bit more grenade throws from Ruby than normal, I think, as opposed to grenade drops.
Which I think makes sense. It's a little bit harder to set traps for a character like Pikachu. It's a little bit easier to just chuck them and try to take the force stage control rather than trying to handle it. Being a little bit more distracting.
Yeah, seeing some really incredible item play there with grabbing it and then getting hit and then dropping below and dropping it on the platform. Some weird stuff going on.
The way that this guy handles his grenade is just watch up to almost killed with perfect GI, 92 after the hit. Back there. Not gonna convert into a whole lot. Starting to get that percent, like you said earlier. You can get that good damage in early, but how do you find a kill, especially when Ruby has been seen living to
Crazy up tilt.
Just the raw aura of the up tilt as well.
Yeah. Missing the punish on that dash attack, unfortunately.
That smash is not going back, that is not one of those. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but that was a really nice grenade toss into the T-bill to just ignore that. That's not okay! That feels illegal. Overthrow into grenade toss. That is a new one for the history books.
That was awesome.
Oh, I'm not denying that.
Yeah, we're slowing the pace down now that he's a pretty solid lead. Especially given how high percent he's at. Does not want to get hit by a straight dash attack here.
If you get hit by a single straight T-bill, he'll drop his first stock here.
Yeah, still a solid damage lead here though. That can be very important against Snake because a lot of the time you're taking mutual damage from grenade trades. And when you have the lead, that is a lot less of an issue.
And especially in a matchup like this where Snake is not slightly heavier than significantly larger. Quite
Oh, missing the back air there. That could have been a really nice confirm. Ooh, crazy conversion.
You can SDI behind there, by the way.
Can you?
But
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but I'm pretty sure his aerial drift speed is very low.
Incredible work.
He's looking for the up tilt. Okay, just
Oh, that was almost crazy.
Flips to a C4 is kind of aura.
If he hadn't already placed it, that would have been so sick.
Dagger and Eagle, not the best of down throw down air as well. This is a very strange play from the Pika. Just gonna drop the C4 on top of his head and take the next stock.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be 2 to 3 stocks going in for CSU this game. Not undoable at all, but definitely a little bit stressful.
This is what I'd call an advantage, either way.
You think?
Even though, you know, down one stock in theory, it's advantage. Ruby is one of the best players in the region. I think the last time he was ranked in Northeast Ohio, he was 5th in the region. Extremely strong. First place player was like a Japanese or something, or Japanese. It wasn't any of the big ones like Bola. So it was a Japanese player last time. He's gone to 5 against them. Random ranting.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! I do think CSU has a very solid chance at winning this one.
I think so too. I wouldn't count Ruby out at pretty much any time.
If he's got more than one stock, it's winnable.
Yeah.
And even then, if he's got one stock, it's still winnable.
Ruh-roh.
I presume.
Yeah. I would put player pronouns, but we don't know who our opponents are, so...
Yeah, it would feel kind of messed up to be like, they're all they, them. One of them's like, oh.
They, them in the sense that it's multiple people.
You know what? Both teams are they, them in that case. Really think about it.
Yeah. That is not showing up on stream, unfortunately. No.
Is it white?
What are you trying to...
What am I trying to say? Is there something
Yeah.
wrong with the white? Wait, hit the SSBU button. Okay, I thought maybe it needed to be hit.
I think that just only pulls up if we go to a different scene. I don't think that shows up during this scene.
Well, either way,
Regardless.
I think there's a lot of thought going on here from Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a lot to think about on this.
Yeah.
Oh, felt that one in my heart. It's also very critical to think of stage selection. Well,
Mm-hmm. I think that's big against Snake especially, yeah.
I think stage selection, low-key, might be more important than character selection. Like, one thing that, when you talk to Ruby, he thinks Snake is garbage. He gets very upset when you call Snake top 3, or even top 5. Top 10. I think it's very funny. But, I think playing against Snake is not really, like, I don't think there's any individual character who is, like, -3 against him. And -2 matchups are fair, I'd say. I think you are -4 on some stages. But I mean, obviously, you can't.
Yeah.
Even then, like, I think Little Mac is, like, he's got platforms to make his way in on, like, I think Battlefield, for example. Go on. Very funny. Had the really very funny to me. But also, every time I give out a hot take like that for Ultimate, somebody calls me an idiot. So
True. Who's really to say?
that would have been very upsetting if somehow when you pressed B,
They teleport into the arena.
and they start. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody's accidentally pressed B and we.
Yeah, I've heard the legends, the tales.
It's nobody's fault when it happens, of course, but it's a funny story.
I think sometimes it's someone's fault.
Affected. Oh, looking like Davenport is ready. CSU just
Filling out.
expect they're either picking random stage or select. Not sure who Davenport has in their lineup, but out of any character, if there's any character I think does have a winning matchup against Snake, I started to think also. Luigi is not one of them.
Yeah, what?
This sounds really bad for Luigi because if you're not doing a true combo, which Luigi has a lot of tangential true combos, like almost true combos, things.
Never a good sign.
Never a good sign. Oh, we're not back.
We have reconnection successful. I think the screen's just behind.
Oh,
There we go.
So the player here from Davenport did hit one of the craziest techs I've ever seen. Hit and then immediately died. Yeah, again, this feels like one of the worst matchups you could possibly have.
Yeah, maybe they just have a dedicated anchor.
Yeah, like 4 players.
Yeah.
This is the gameplay. You can just cipher out of the down B?
That's insane.
That does not feel like it should be allowed, but
This is the first lead CSU's had in a hot minute.
naturally does stem from the lead. And again, one of the best matchups you hope for, he comes up and locks those again, so he still does have a lead. Also, I hate to keep harping on the matchup, but Luigi's so slow as well. So hard for him to get in. His biggest positive factor is his ult, but very close to probably out. Air dodge out.
You can't really count out Luigi though. This is still scary if you're. I mean, there's a reason he's not going in.
Is there a chance that the zero to death or the touch to death combo doesn't work because of race?
Doesn't matter.
That does not matter. I can hear the players out there clap and applauding because that is their anchor, that is their. It's a good workaround. You could just do one. Very clean for me. That looks hard. That looks
Yeah.
really hard for the player from Davenport. That is Snake sometimes, to be frank.
Yeah, I do wonder if we're gonna see the lead switched up.
I mean, you can't have Luigi as fast.
Yeah.
After seeing that, given how bad that matchup is.
Who do you want Luigi against in our lineup, though? You don't want him against Aegis. You don't really want him
Rob.
against... Yeah, I guess it would just be Rob.
I mean, if this is a player who has practiced the touch to death combo, I think Rob is by far your best option. Then go in, you take 3 stocks against the Rob, then go next however many Aegis. I think that is your best case. Or maybe Bayo, because Bayo can't really kill super well. Especially off the side, like you're relying on edge guards. He's surprisingly slippery edge guard. Luigi has a lot of very cheeky confirms. If you get that grab at 0, if you get a grab at like 80 into up B, if you get a grab at like 10 into...
You do have to worry about frame 1 air dodge though, which makes a lot of Luigi's really good combos not true.
Freaking that with it.
It's crazy how they just gave that to one of Pyra Mithra, and the other one doesn't get a gimmick.
Well, Pyra doesn't deserve it. Her gimmick is killing you at 4.
True.
Her gimmick is being good Ganondorf.
I don't think we're gonna see Colin lead again, to be honest. I think they're gonna keep him in reserve.
I think...
Specifically for maybe the Luigi.
Then, again, you can just send in Victor against... That's also, like, a nightmare matchup for Luigi. Like, big sword character. How do you get in? I think you honestly start with Arctic. You go for the Soul Read. They're not going to send in the Luigi first. That was their anchor. Arctic can soften them up a little hard here. And you don't want him against the Luigi.
Yeah, you also don't want him against the Pikachu, though.
Yeah. Didn't he beat the Pikachu? Crazy.
Yeah, he air dodged off stage.
I mean, given the fact that his only... Like, his final stock loss, right?
Yeah.
And given the fact that his final stock loss was an SD, not like actual KO. Rob can live a long time. He's big and he's not a heavy, but he's kind of hefty. He's one of the heavier characters in above. He's difficult enough for Pikachu to kill. I don't think that matchup is as bad as something like
Yeah, I'd agree. Gonna go ahead and start recording just in case we drop connection again.
Yeah,
don't want to lose the VODs for the players. Also interested in what the lead is gonna be from.
We can go for this.
I don't know how the character picks work though, because in a normal set, you lose game 1, you pick your character second.
Well, I mean, they're just gonna send it in.
Is that how it works?
Game 1.
Okay.
And they might get info onto what they're playing against. If we see a counter matchup, then Robin and the same. Pretty good. Excuse me.
6 whole gamers in the chat.
Gamers. The one problem playing against CSU every time, hard part, is that brick wall at the end.
Yeah.
Every team that plays against one that consistently can do. They also have like several best players in the league. For example, they also have like Barty kind of beat the crap out of me when I filled in for Gleck. I think it was last month. They have a Mii Brawler player who also kicked my butt. Back before I picked up Fox and before I was quite ready with Instant, so I played Bowser, Thrupper Hell. So Miami really lot of that comes from the fact that Miami has players that can step up.
Yeah, speaking of Brawler, I do wonder if we're gonna see Dreamless sent in as a counter to the Pikachu.
Is Brawler a counter to Pikachu?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like that.
I remember ESAM saying it's like -1 for Pikachu, which really means it's like -2.
Yeah, that's like
ESAM.
if ESAM says it's -1, that's like a -4 matchup right there. that is unwinnable. You will never win that set.
Yeah, I think Nair is really, really good in that matchup. I think it just beats T-Jolt.
It does, yeah.
And
The thing I guess I was thinking, Pika, extremely good edge, proper, the mediocre recovering. I mean, this dude plays burning drop kick, bank jump, rupper, so he is never dying. He is always recovering.
yeah.
He will make it back to stage.
Taking our time here with the character picks.
I can almost guarantee you, it's probably Davenport. Not saying anything bad about Davenport, but CSU always yaps about how much they hate it when people.
Yeah.
And also CSU is kind of in the.
Yeah.
That's also it. Playing Blues Clues. Can you find the way that we know that Davenport isn't ready?
I mean, they're back out now.
They're harassed.
I want to switch the music, but I'm so scared that they'll start while I'm doing it.
I mean, CSU's back in. Who did we say we thought was coming in first? Or who did you say you thought was coming in first? I think I said it.
I don't know if I had a guess. I just thought it wouldn't be Colin.
Yeah, I don't think. And he's back out! CSU's back out. Time. Not very well.
Yeah. A little known fact about the CSU esports team: if you swear on stream, PJ actually takes you out back like Old Yeller.
Actually, no. So what he does is takes you into the good thoughts chamber. It's this like dank cave underneath Cleveland State where you find like it's like one of those contraptions that you like wires up to your head. It looks like the EXP share from Pokemon, which if you really think about it, it's horrifying. It hooks up into your brain. It's like got needles that go through the temple, and it just injects episodes of Care Bears into you, and so your vocabulary changes into. Unfortunately, every time you do that, you hear about the Care Bear stare for 3 casts. It's consistent, but I don't know how he gets the power for that thing down in that cave.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in! Thank goodness!
Alright, we are gonna see Dreamless versus Steve.
Yep.
Interesting.
Do you think that means that this is a counter pick? That means that Davenport is
No, they wouldn't have gone the Steve. No, they would have gone the Pikachu.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there we go. That's why you would have gone the Pika. That is right there.
That and Pyra.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, not seeing Dreamless start Pyra this time, unlike last game.
I mean, personally, I don't think there's a really good reason to start Pyra. Or just does generally have better.
Yeah, I know Victor specifically really likes being able to space with sort of the slower, larger, stronger aerials.
Almost killed it like 40. KO. Very threatening. This Smash, I'm pretty sure will reach through those blocks.
Oh, tragic.
They were scarred by what happened.
Oh, incredible spacing there.
I mean, that's just the... I don't know why that move goes so far from going, to be honest. Very nicely moved there down to the fair, another fair. It's a 5 down there, 2 fair.
Quite find it in the F smash as well. Pressure. So Pyra cannot grab with the side.
Correct. Be crazy if she goes.
This character might actually. He's just going for it. He's just swinging at him.
Random F smash go.
Oh, the Pyra special. Random smash. Nope, dash back.
Hashtag.
That should be good.
Yeah.
Very DI-able move. Don't really matter what you see the side business. That's down there. That's a.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
No, he whiffed the angle. You can make that back as Steve.
Yeah, I know. You want Steve unbanned. The difference.
I got Steve unbanned.
Yeah, you literally did. It's your fault. It's all your fault.
It's 0% my fault, but I will take credit anyways. Hearing a lot of cheering coming from the player section. I know we do have some family over watching the game. Shoutouts to them.
Big shout. I don't know how many people. It was just.
I think just Victoria.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think they care.
I doubt it.
I mean, what are we really revealing to the public?
Victor as a supporting family, no.
What'd you say? 6 gamers in chat? 7 now?
7 now.
Sorry, Victor.
All me on alts.
All you. I might have accidentally left the stream on the second stream PC, so it might not. It's not just your. Also, I think one is kind of.
Yeah,
PC.
probably. First time chat.
How long ago was that?
A while.
You're not able to see what.
That's one thing I wish you could do in Twitch. Let's see what.
It was before we started Smash, I know that. When we thought we were streaming Rocket League.
So it's not Carson, or was a player last year. Because he was back to Cal. For Rocket. Very excited to watch the game. Fortunately, I don't think he noticed that it got moved to second stream.
Magic.
Feel a little bit bad for that, but glad that's that Mama, mother of Separate.
I love that she has her own gamer tag.
That's so good. I love it. I love when a gamer's mom is just gamer tag Mama. It
Or
also,
like Dadik.
or
Dadik's dad.
Dadik. That's there's an Overwatch player named Rack Attack. I think his mom is like Rack Mom or Rack Mom or Mom Attack. Something.
That's awesome.
Just so cool. I know that if my mom were to be in a stream, you would not be able to tell because she's actually a gamer, so she has her own gamer tag. Which
That's awesome.
you win some, you lose some. It's very funny, but
My mom used to be big into Mario Kart Wii back in the day.
oh really?
Yeah, she had me playing that game before I could walk.
Good mother, some would say.
Let's not get into that.
Some would say good for getting you on the correct Mario Kart.
I grew up like 8 Deluxe the most, so
I mean,
she failed at that.
I do think it is probably the best. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just the ultimate of Mario Kart, except it's just a good game on its own parts.
Yeah.
Where I'm just a hater of Ultimate, and the fact that the only thing I think you can really criticize Deluxe about, the fact that they changed how mini turbos work.
Yeah. The fire hopping removal, that was pretty lame. We are seeing the Pikachu. Makes sense.
Yep. Predicted it.
Also, last thing about Mario Kart, I do think the like average quality of the tracks went down a lot with the DLC. I think if you're just playing random online, you're more likely to get something lame.
I think it's because of the tour maps, though.
Yeah.
You're just like one tour map.
Alright, getting right into it here. A lot of back airs coming out. This is definitely more of a Mithra matchup than a Pyra matchup, for sure.
Mithra got the better safety on shield, got the better speed, recovery. That is
Crazy
the
tech!
That is the tech you needed in the previous game, the previous matchup. And, as much as Pikachu is good in this matchup, it can be. We might just end up seeing why this matchup is only probably -1, I would guess. Big sword makes me. A little bit more.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you don't place was that down air?
Or the-
After, regardless, why does he go clank with any Pyra move? That does not feel correct.
Staying on Pyra a lot here. Switches back to the Mithra.
I did not know that was in that game. I've not seen that since I watched 64. Like, I only see Tizo kill off the top, or not Tizo, Thunder kill off the top in 64.
Yeah, it happens in Melee a lot. We don't see a ton of Melee Pikas anymore. But, Drew is back on the Pyra trying to find an early kill here. Yeah.
Trying to stay the course on Mithra, at least to win neutral. Even if this beat is
Yeah. As the person who's seen probably more Dreamless sets than anyone else. Nice conversion there. But I do think he has a tendency to stick on Mithra a little, or Pyra a little too long. But it worked out for him there.
I think that kill was actually like a trade. I think that looked like it could have been tacked.
Maybe.
I mean, you have to be a freak to tech those.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the tech he hit the first stock.
Oh, yeah,
That was
I mean-
insane. That was a melee tech right there.
Sometimes I look at it at somebody miss a tech and I'm like, I would have hit that. And then other times I see somebody hit a tech and I'm like, man, I'm bad. I wouldn't do that one.
The question here is, do they send out Ruby early to counter the Pikachu, or do they send out someone else and keep Ruby for the anchor?
Is there a reason to not send in?
I don't know how good that matchup is. It sounds hard off stage.
It does sound very hard, but
I don't think he has a good way of dealing with T-Jolt. I think
you really want to sing.
yeah, especially considering the lineup going forward.
Like, you have to worry about that move. And nobody else except Victor has some good magic.
Think this could be where we see the hero, though. I know that Michael is not. He tends to, when I help him practice or when I just play friendlies, and I play the Fox, he says that he feels like he gets very easily stuffed out by Rushdown. And Pika, not exactly a rush,
Yeah.
can fulfill that purpose. And then the hero, but it also.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him.
I do kind of just want to see him play, to be honest. I haven't seen him yet. I've commentated a good handful of games now.
I think he's really not this game.
It does get a little bit difficult at times to place for really anybody's or Ruby. It's going to be sent in.
That makes sense. It's a pretty solid, pretty safe pick, I'd say.
And if he doesn't sprint, he just walks around.
3, 2, 1,
True.
go!
He just stands there. You can also use ball teams also.
I was doing that Falco laser with Lincoln Melee.
I love that that's a thing in this game and
Yeah.
conversion. And just to take 3 hits taken by the Pico and use tries to go pretty early at stock. What if almost right?
It does kind of sound like a bad one. Yeah. To be fair, so does Vikes, and we're rocking with that, so. Anyways, that's gonna be the stock here, I think. No, Colin narrowly living it.
That air dodge would have
Ooh.
just knocked that back. Did he jump into the wall?
I think he air dodged and it shifted his response.
I knew that should not have killed, or I don't think that should have killed.
Yeah. This Piga, unfortunately, probably still a long way from losing his first stock. Their first stock, I should say. This is...
I mean, one single good conversion boomerang into might just take it.
Wait, no, this Pikachu is Cannon Jenner. Her first stock. Hearttail.
Oh, playing with the player.
Oh, no.
Canon gender.
No.
Canon Jenner.
No, that's why I was referring to this Pikachu and not the other. That is going to be another stock for Davenport. CSU on the back foot yet again.
This stock. That is a really nice conversion. Pikachu looking like that street jumps there. Of course it will. Now Cole's starting to panic a little.
Yeah. You really want to take the stock.
Beautiful boomerang just barely saves his life.
That might be it. Yeah, alright. Evening things back up. Out some risky moves here. That is going to be the saw.
Oh!
No! Colin lives!
What incredible DI! It's so hard to DI that move sometimes as well. And
The wall jump?
Let's get away that stock, but he is surviving. He will survive. Fight on. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Good morale booster though. There's nothing else. It did take.
Question is, do we see Ruby now that we're 3 players deep? Or do we save him for 4?
I mean, now it's starting to look very new.
Yeah, I think when you have Arctic and Chimpus on the back foot, I think it's okay to send in Ruby here.
I think you might be second guessing yourself if you're CSU here. You might be wondering if you should have sent in this. Pika Bayo is not the best matchup, but at the very least, it's a character that Bayo can kill with Rapid Jab. Like, fairly consistent. He'll probably kill like 115, 120.
Yeah. People who don't change their default lobby are psycho.
What is this default right now? Aren't you able to change it?
Yeah, but I risk being trapped out of the match.
Immediately after this next game, go.
Okay. Sending out Arctic. Okay. I respect the pick.
This invites that. Even if you manage to take this stock cleanly, it invites that Luigi.
Yeah, but then we have Ruby.
3, 2, 1, go!
They just reset probably. I like that little either went for the jump read with that laser or just sent it out so then it was more. So he didn't have the laser because it was and the unthinkable has happened. Somebody's punished Rob down to not letting me do that.
It's crazy that it was maybe not even mess down helping me get in anymore.
I think.
Because the men's run. That's
Gross.
brutal.
I think right.
I respect it actually.
Goes to the down air, doesn't connect. That's not even a single leader yet. So, it feels so important for Rob to take projectiles and being full circle. So frustrating.
Who are this packers? I don't know. I'll see it.
Bad DI is me. Don't trust me. Air, but
Yeah. Keeps getting either shield poke or dropping shield early on these backers. Yeah.
but dodges the thunder very narrowly. Very nice. This him working more. Feels like when they go for something, it's easy play for something when they don't go for something risky, it's like go for but at this point does not matter. Except if you're able to die.
Oh, that's big.
Going under the stage. Survive. Now he's panicking. Now he is starting to feel pressure. Pressing goes for the barrels. That's good.
Yeah. Now the scary part. Davenport has two whole players here.
Luigi and they have.
No, Steve was game one.
Steve was game one?
They have Luigi and
Only the best of casters here. The most professional.
was it a Rob on their end? Game one was Colin versus. Do not remember. Deeply unfortunate.
I mean, we're probably gonna see it here if we don't see the Luigi. As a 5 players see it here if we don't see the Luigi, but I'm going to expect that we do see it. Hopefully they don't start with change it to Megalovania.
I don't know how to find that in time.
It's easy. I think it's in like the ...
Yeah, there's so many in there.
That is true.
I also don't know if it's on the Switch.
That is also true.
Spent 10 minutes looking for Megalovania while I'm game.
Where is it?
Give me sense music.
I mean, Chimpus is probably better.
I never bought fighters passes. I only bought the characters.
You believe me if I told you I bought Fighters Pass 1?
Yeah, that makes sense. No offense. Yeah, I think we see the Pikachu here, but mostly because I can't remember who the other
Just saw
player is.
Pikachu.
Or Luigi. Same character. If you think
Yeah,
about it.
basically. Luigi and Haichu. Luigi.
Both owned by Nintendo, both Italian.
Both have side Bs that are movement option.
True.
Both have pretty solid down throws. As well as fantastic aerials. With less good, but still solid grounded.
Both plumbers. We are going to see
Plumbers, of
Luigi.
course, and both rats as well. Both of them are plumber rats, of course. Now, the thing with this is it's kind of a 50-50 where, like I said earlier, Rob, very big, very large, very sizable, huge combo. But at the same time, Luigi, especially compared to like,
Yeah.
we're seeing the classic anti-Luigi
Yeah.
measure of sit on a platform and take 30.
Let's go CSU!
Let's go. Luigi counterplay. Oh, parry's
He left the platform. That's his issue. Go back.
It's past the 0 to death. That is a Wi-Fi only option right there. Classic Arctic.
No, Arctic would do that on land.
He would, and then you get punished. You would die for that on land. I would kill him for that, and I'm bad. I barely got Elite Smash with my main. Oh! No. No. You do not get hit by down throw, down air.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You said that the 0 to death % is gone, but Luigi can just hit you with those sometimes.
Could have teched it though.
On Wi-Fi.
Still technically.
Alright, we're definitely seeing Ruby, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
The mystery fourth player that we have forgotten could come in clutch, though. We must have to see it. We got a full player to make up for CSU. It was a Rob. I'm confident it was a Rob. I'm sure. That's kind of rough for Ruby, though. It seems like a bad matchup. Laser seems really hard to deal with.
I think that's very Snake.
Well, we'll see how it goes, assuming Ruby takes out this loop. Not a guarantee by any means, but I believe in the boy.
I think it's a bit of a 50-50 match. I think most people would agree Snake is a slightly better character than Rob. Maybe not most people. I think they're about
Yeah.
even on the tier. They're both top tiers.
Computer?
Computer, give me the information, please. Let me type it. I'm right
Okay.
here. Let's see. Yeah,
Two places above. Aegis is Howla? Game & Watch is where?
when was this list again? Luminosity?
That long ago.
This year, right?
February.
Yeah, that's 7 months ago. A lot can change in 7 months, and I think a lot has changed in 7 months, given the fact that, I think Mia is, like, I guess there's a lot of Game & Watches. That character is the third best character in the game. What the hell?
Who's there other than Mia anyways?
I know there's others. Like, there's other really good, like, top 100 players in the world.
there? Computer.
Computer, give me all the world's information.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, you commentate. I will search.
I'll commentate, you search. We're seeing Snake versus Luigi. We're seeing Luigi get camped out by the enemies. I mean, this should be the kind of matchup that I said earlier, where how does Luigi win this? He took one, or they took one stock earlier, so like it's clearly not unbeatable. At the same time, this is Snake versus Luigi. I mean, Luigi at the very least.
Yeah, there's Monty around the 70th range, and then there also used to be Abadongo.
Abadongo is who I was thinking of.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we are seeing it very slow from Ruby here. Opting for more of the grenade tosses than we would normally see from him.
I mean, he's just controlling the center of Calabash's platform. I don't really need to do anything other than sit up there. What's Luigi gonna do? Pull a grenade and then just block. I mean, we did see earlier that it's very difficult for Snake to find kill confirms against Luigi because Cyclone is, I believe, frame 1.
I think so too, yeah.
Hey,
Scary down there! Oh no!
Yeah, that's a good. You just can't get the up B into or the down throw into air. That's the only problem with camping this platform. That it does get very difficult.
Yeah.
You're seeing Optimus that is
funny.
a clutch misfire. It's up.
It's so funny that the up smash is the only one that doesn't hit you.
Quick, swift kick in the butt. Send Luigi into the blast zone.
Yeah. It would make more sense on like Deo.
I mean, it makes sense, but it just feels very picture. Aha!
Yeah.
I kicked you in the butt, and now you fly off into space. Another problem is starting to head out. Playing there, that shield is dropping very low.
Yeah. And typically you don't want to be holding shield that much in this matchup because of how strong his grab is.
I mean, the reason why we're
No, this is looking rough here.
it's starting to look like maybe Ruby should have a cane. Going for the 0 there.
Oh no.
Down there, up there, and it will hit!
Grenade not going to save him. That is going to be game 2 to Davenport. Evening things up here.
It's that thing that happens when you play against Luigi. It's, so you know the YouTuber Coney. You talked about this.
I'm familiar.
One thing that he has said that I think is both very funny and very true is you should never lose to Luigi. If you do, you're just the better person. Because that means you went downward and were like, you know, I'm not going to camp on the platform right now. I'm going to approach. And then he grabs you at 0 and then he just kills you and does that.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens. Like, you make one small mistake. Out of all the characters in this game, Luigi is just the one where if you make a very small mistake like that, you just kind of drop it.
Yeah.
There's no other character who can really... I guess Kazuya can.
Yeah. Kazuya is probably the most prominent example nowadays. Rob sometimes if the players were good.
Kazuya is just buff Luigi.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference between down throw and electric wind god fist?
True.
not even alphabet. Hi, there it is.
Thank you, Rory.
Thank you for buying the Fighters Pack Pass 1. I think that proves it, though. You need to send in Ruby against the Pika and just hope the rest touch up. I think. Honestly, we could totally see the first.
Yeah, I think we lead Arctic here.
I think that's the same. Actually, have we seen Chimpus today?
We've not.
Have we seen
We've not.
players we could absolutely
True,
send in?
true.
The Bayo and Hero. I think Hero is actually a pretty good neutral send here. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
Against
I agree.
a
I'd love
team-
to see it.
a team with Rob, Pika, Luigi, Steve. Low-key, Hero ain't bad. Hero kind of do good against that composition. Only-
Yeah.
You're only kind of worried about like what Pikachu, but even then, that is a very cheesable matchup. Pikachu is not heavy, and Hero loves the light characters because he can crit.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, this is
Whoa! Running.
Okay,
Okay.
no, that makes sense. Okay, they
Okay.
are. No, they're
No.
not. Are you? No!
What is happening?
What are you doing?
There has to be some kind of communication error going on.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah. I think they committed to a different player and then sent in. I think it was Davenport.
Oh,
Because CSU was the ones leaving.
wait. I was gonna say I thought that. Yes, that would. I mean, sending in Ruby first.
I kinda get it. You set up a big lead, hope the others don't show.
Need him for the Pika though.
Maybe they're gambling on the Pika being first. Or maybe they do get counterpick.
Don't know.
Okay.
Send in the Rob. I wonder what the average place in the character is.
Very high.
Luigi kind of carrying the load down. I didn't realize how much CSU ended up. Tier favorable?
Yeah.
I realize how tier favorable they become. No longer having villager and no longer having your Bowser.
Matchup working out pretty well for CSU so far.
Set it in with the first unit to do the war. You need him to finish some ridiculous
Crazy C4.
really good, but we're hoping for a 3-star. We've seen CSU be so momentum based. Really good. It's a hand-to-hand.
Great DI.
Yeah, won the Rob minigame of DIing that move correctly.
It is crazy that it just changes.
I think it's like dependent on which side of them you are.
Yeah. Very brawl matchup, I'm realizing.
Yeah.
Remember when...
When Rob was like top 5 in ball? About that?
Yeah, back during the biggest upset in gaming history, probably.
I think that was more so like going from melee. It's kind of become a weird
T4, that is cheeky. Can't just cannot use that center platform because of C4.
You don't get up attack with a snake. That is why you do not do that.
2-stock lead here from CSU suddenly.
Very much. I think it's a nice.
That's incredible.
Whole movie is just feeling unpredictable.
Yeah. It's so hard to react to those online.
Fun facts. Snakes.
Oh, interesting.
Ghost trapping. 0% taken so far.
Impressive when you're on stage.
Yeah, you kind of just take damage by default. Tries to go for a very cheeky back throw.
I did 18. Weak laser.
No, he took it back.
Oh, right.
Smash back throw. Again, really good drive.
It's a lot of damage.
So hard to land against this character, dude.
Do not want to risk the stock with your Ruby, but not going to do it. CSU taking a 2-stock lead.
Mission accomplished.
Now the question comes in, who do you send in? Do you hope for some PTSD from that Luigi, perhaps?
I think it's gotta be Luigi, because I think Snake beats all of their other characters.
Think a snake. Steve Snake. Right?
He's Snake. A lot of people think Snake wins.
Really?
Yeah.
All the characters.
Why is our recording time paused at 2 hours?
That's just,
Max is out.
Onan's. How dare you? How dare you make a matchup chart instead of +1, +2? Winning, slight win, even, slight loss, losing. First off, Snake does not, Steve, I don't think, loses to Shulk.
I think that's reasonable.
Maybe slight loss.
Yeah.
I would not say Steve has slight loss against Sephiroth and Palutena.
How old is this matchup chart? I think those were reasonable at the time. Remember Onan versus Akala Grands? Let's make move Miami. They played, I think, 6 games, and I think Onan played 6 characters.
That's why that's good.
Yeah.
Unlike that Friday Cola band. Rob! Didn't Ruby just almost 3-stock this guy? In the previous game?
Different player on Rob.
Different guy.
We're going all Rob team. Dude, that'd be awesome to have a collegiate team that's just all one character.
Hey, I think you guys made a mistake. You accidentally put in the same guy again. No, we didn't. Can't you say that? Can't you see this is Blue Rob?
When you spec too hard into one skill tree.
All in on being
Luigi.
large. Luigi?
Luigi. Makes sense.
Low-key kind of hoping for the PTSD to take over, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the last game went really well for the Luigi.
Go!
And this is the Smash will come out. Is best. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do. Throwing out the fireball when you're supposed to be taunting? No.
I mean, Ruby also threw out a projectile. I think the box counts. I think there's a reason he faces away every time he does it.
I mean, it did block the fireball. It keeps the other player honest.
Pushing the punish there, unfortunate. But very, very solid damage.
It is what's the good thing about Luigi is anything that this character does not lag, it is kill confirmed. If there's any character that matters against it, it's either or Snake, because this character is heavy and will run away. If you get your mix on him, you really want that kill.
Steve kind of is just Gen Z Snake.
Without the projectiles,
They're both sort of trap-based zoners, though.
I see the. Oh, okay, up smash just kind of raw.
They both require a ton of character-specific knowledge that it took people entire games to build up. I think in Smash, like, the 7, people are going to talk about Steve the way they talked about Snake at the beginning of the tournament.
I mean, Snake at the beginning of Ultimate, I think
Yeah, but he was the craziest matchup check in the game. Like, the only people beating the good Snake players played Brawl.
that is true.
And the only good Snake players also played Brawl. He who shall not be named, and the other he who shall not be named.
I love talking about Ultimate players, or Smash players, but you just get it like that.
Yeah.
Like, who's the best player in Smash 4? He who shall not be named.
Yeah. Who is probably the best Smasher of all time? I don't know. Never heard of him.
H-Box.
I think it's Mewtwo King. I don't think it's close.
He was kind of like a god in Melee and the best player by far in Brawl.
Best player at Melee and Brawl at the same time.
Really? The best player in Brawl at that time?
Yeah. Only player to ever do it. Crazy stock, by the way.
I beggeth thine pardon, Ruby. I mean, not only was the C4 kind of clean, it was also like, why are you going up there against Snake when you have a C4 on you? And then his option is green missile? That is, I mean, he did get very, or they did get very lucky with misfires early.
What's the pick now? Now that Luigi and the Rob are out.
Okay. I mean, it's that or Steve. I guess those are both solid matchups. but-
Yeah, I don't think they have an answer. Unless
I
they have
mean-
a 5th player. We do. Thought we had 6. Yeah. Guy who hasn't learned to count past 5.
It's really hard, okay? I also struggle with those, like, with the shapes and the holes things. Like, what? Where does this square go? I don't get it. What am I supposed to do with this cylinder, man?
Goes in the square.
It goes in the square hole. Where does the star go? In the square hole. Where does the square go? In the round hole.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we see either a character switch or a secret 5th player.
If there's the secret 5th player, I think. I mean, it could end up being a secret 5th player who plays like. Obviously not like if it's like some low tier who just gets eaten 5 by Snake, something like DK, where you're very reliant on hitting a very specific kill confirm, which Snake can get himself. Or if it's like some other heavyweight does against Roar. I guess Bowser. I don't know.
Bowser's pretty hard.
Yeah, Bowser, like, I think Bowser's like one of his best moves, like his second or third best. Maybe even his best move actually is Neutral B, Flame Breath. Because that thing does like 40% and you can't use it against Snake because you'll blow yourself up.
Yeah. Who's the worst character that does okay against Snake?
Payroll.
I think.
Maybe Little Mac. Maybe Little Mac. But then again, I think. See, I'm kind of cooked because I think when it comes to this tier list that we're looking at right now, which if you want to look at it yourself, it's the Luminosity second official tier list. I think Little Mac is not that low. I also don't think K-Roll is that low. I think D is garbage. I think Doc is like the second worst character in the game. And I think DK is like the fourth worst character.
Okay, but who's the worst character that beats? We are gonna see the Steve, by the way.
Worst character who beats Snake? I don't know who beats Snake in general. Battlefield?
Hold on.
I don't think all of them.
Going to Smashville. Interesting.
This has been pretty consistent. I think that they've gone to Smashville mostly.
No. This is,
They just went to Smashville. They didn't go to Town City.
Regardless.
I mean, I think that earlier you said that Snake, I think that's fair.
Already a stock off Davenport here.
So according to Apollo Kage's Snake matchup chart, the best character, the worst character to Snake. It's either Bowser Jr. or Luigi.
Huh.
Oh no, sorry. No, yes. According to Apollo Kage, Luigi is +2.
Interesting. Are you sure you don't need +2 for Snake?
Well, on the other side of the tier, it's Holy L, and it's Mega Man and 8. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I think
Oh,
you're right.
crazy sticky.
Yeah,
See
no,
what he does with it. Oh, it's burning it there.
It is Inkling, yeah. When did this guy... Okay, I've been looking at the internet for too long. When did this guy get a diamond?
He mined it away.
Mine anyways. I mean, Ruby being able to keep this stock so well, despite taking one and taking 138 on the next, is kind of bonkers. That's just what this guy does. And he'll take another. This guy has taken 8! This guy has taken 8!
We've seen some crazy C4 play. Ooh. We've seen some crazy C4 strats this game. Isn't it to like put it behind him and then beat out minecart?
Then though, you can. I feel like I took the eye out of that now. It is Snake's best out of shield option. Snake has a weakness, it's definitely that.
Yeah.
Being low on blocks specifically. You jumped. Just hear them popping off. He's taking 9 stocks now. Lost 2. And you know, it's just Snake does so freaking well on Smashville. Like, why do you? Okay, genuinely, why do you take Ruby to Smashville?
As Steve especially.
Regardless of even Steve, like, as any character, why do you go to Smashville? C4 just covers it in time. Did they quit? Did Rage quit? Did my man's get rolled so hard he FF'd?
Reaching out to the players. I can hear him laughing from here.
Yeah, I think that they noticed it as well. Man has to play against Snake online 1 time, immediately dies. Or I guess 3 times.
They raged. I have got confirmation from a player.
That's so.
I don't know if they raged and are... Okay, they raged and they knocked the switch out of the dock. They are reconnecting.
Okay. Look. for professionalism's sake, I think that is a slightly immature move, but understandable.
Yeah.
It can be
Emotions
very,
run high, especially in online.
Emotions run high, especially online. You're playing against Snake, which is a very mentally taxing matchup. But also, that is just so funny.
Yeah.
The image of somebody raging so hard that they knock the Switch out of the dock. And that means that there's multiple people in this room, of course. And so this one dude got so angry, he knocked the Switch over. And I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm sorry that it got to that point that a player got so upset at that.
You heard it here first. Ty hates all Steve players
Absolutely.
as people outside of
A-Cola
the game.
is a fraud. Kill the child. No, I'm sorry. Don't kill the child. He's absolute nothing but the utmost of respect for A-Cola. He's a fantastic player. Deserves to be number one in the world for being ridiculous.
Yeah, you just support child murder outside of Steve players.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Just right shot. But this is what I've been asking for. I think Battlefield's probably Snake's worst stage because you can only cover one of these two platforms or the ground. You do actually have somewhere to go with this. Other than something like Smash or other center platform.
Okay, but it's time for the reverse Pikachu sweep.
It's a mountain to climb. If there's, earlier, I don't think this is the worst matchup for Pika. I think that this is doable. It's obviously not ideal. It's not great. I think that this is better than the Luigi. He knows how to be better players. No shade. The Pikachu players have shown very high consistency as players.
Yeah.
Tries to go for the down throw read, gets get up attack. Information blocked in the vault for later. Sure how much later it's the fact that Ruby is taking quite a bit of damage, 99, 97.
Yeah.
Dash attack, yep.
Finally dropping to player. The question now is who the CSU send out.
OBS real quick. Oh yeah, Smash is definitely louder than us. Just turn us up to 10.
Okay.
And then if we're too loud, we're too loud. We got a complaint that we were too soft, so now I'm gonna start yelling everything I say. So sorry for your ears.
It's fine. Yeah. I'll work on getting the aspect ratio fixed eventually, but unfortunately if we full screen it on our end, this happens. You can't see it right now due to stream delay, Ty, but
I'll say anything.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just...
Chat says they have to do it on the Switch, which actually would make sense given how the Switch settings work.
Would you adjust size?
Yeah. We can do that after the game.
Yeah, we can. But then that's gonna mess up his... We should need a dedicated Switch.
Yeah.
We'll
Do they
work-
need 4 out there at all times?
Not at all times. We're working with PJ to try to get it done. Not a whole lot we can do about it, but...
Yeah. Thank you, Travis, for pointing those out.
My epic start. And then
Colin, okay. I thought we were gonna see Rory
I did too.
or Michael.
Yeah.
We'd love to see him play.
I mean, it's you can't let up the gas at this. This Pika has taken out like 8 stocks in a row in the past. You cannot get cocky at this point. You can't get overconfident. CSU, though, I've said it before, they're people be very momentum based. Whenever
Ruby kind of mopped the floor with some players. Like that one time that they almost lost, and took 5 without losing 1, and then they ended up like that was the game that we couldn't get on stream, and then 2 players soloed that team afterwards because they were so hyped up. So Ruby doing what he just did absolutely probably set the momentum for CSU to lock the heck in.
Crazy boomerang.
Very confident.
Yeah, that's the problem with parrying T-Jolt.
It forces the reaction like what a projectile. Samus's bop off.
Minecart.
Minecart. The big one.
What a move. They really did make it a grab.
Yeah, they really did make a projectile command grab that kills.
Yeah, and it's over on startup. But that's going to be the stock for Colin. Starting to get pretty worrying if you're Davenport here.
That might kill.
No, not yet. Need a little bit more. Nice tech from Colin.
Back here.
Doesn't matter though. CSU down to 8 stocks to 2.
You're okay with that though. I mean, at this point, Colin has done his part in taking down the little yellow menace. Gets the read there. So many players always just neutral air dodge after Colin down throws, and at some point, he's gonna start.
Yeah, when I played Link, I did the same thing. You had the mix-up of down throw into up tilt or down throw into dash back boomerang.
Or down throw up air, right?
Only at very certain percents on very certain players. So it was pretty each.
Or nair?
No, down throw nair is never real.
So get that fairly safely. I mean, if you keep doing it and they try to read other options, it'll work out there, but he's starting to mix up what he's doing against this. Jumps over it. That time, yep. Kind of hoping that they try to grab just
Falling out of the downside.
that bomb trip.
No, what happened?
Yeah. Now they're just playing the slow game. I mean,
Both taking their time. No one too in a rush to end things.
can't take too much of a risk here if you're out of Pikachu. You want to do this with these shots and Colin, you want to try to take this out stock and sit. But a few players, if they can't take one stock, then
I don't think he makes it back. Oh, he had a jump, but it doesn't matter.
good on him saving his jump there. Going 97% though. This is one conversion away from a kill if it's a. Very impressive that he's able to consistently carry these points on. Very difficult to hit the narrow loops as Pikachu. Don't know. It looks like it should be easy, but it's
Yeah.
very easy.
Yeah, the cross up, Colin not expecting it. Narrowly avoiding a down air kill there. True. Good SDI especially.
This game is going to distance. Down throw fair will set him off stage as they set up into the advantage. Thunder. The platform saves! Dash attack doesn't kill. Colin surviving. Beautiful little neutral air dodge to get through the back air as well. Neutral right now. The back air with bad DI almost kills. Colin set up for the ledge trap. Retooning boomerang! Retooning boomerang into the F tilt. And this is the F. Goes to the F tilt. I think up smash would have killed. You're just letting the young Link live longer. You're letting him get an opportunity to go for the comeback down throw into the returning boomerang. This is not scary. All of a sudden, you're playing against a Rage. This young Link. Still Rage is Rage.
That's gonna be it.
Oh, it caused a little bit too much scare there. That
Yeah.
that spin attack definitely been punished by F smash.
Davenport with one stock and a dream here. Wouldn't call it undoable, but it'd be a run of a lifetime.
It's been a nightmare so far. This is doing a lot. I mean, that one stock that Colin was able to take with that returning boomerang F tilt was insane.
Yeah, that's a classic for all the links.
Especially Young Link. I think Toon Link? Because they're F tilt. Like, does Toon Link have the same F tilt?
Toon Link sends at more of a downwards angle.
So that's even better.
Yeah, I don't think it has as much kill power as either, though.
I mean, yeah. Still, but downward angle better. So. I just can't envision what Toon Link look like for some reason. Like, I can envision the back air because that's like a combo move. Fair is the same. Gave him the new F smash. But outside of that, what does that character do? What are their normals?
I've unfortunately played against a lot of Toon Link. He has the neutral air where he hits in front and then back. He has the forward air, which is a big single hit swing like this.
Yep, he's got the fair, his bear enemy, basically. Up air is the same as the other links, down air is... Down tilt, is that a swipe or a slide?
It's a swipe. Dash attack. Pretty standard. It doesn't go straight down though, it goes sort of side to side.
Yeah, it's like a diag.
Yeah. S smash is the weird one where he goes. Yeah.
Up smash is just a single hit. Down smash.
Yeah.
Obviously this one.
Yeah, with a really slow arrow.
Very slow arrow.
Straight. Like it.
I like things that look wrong, which is why I really like A-Roll, specifically side B. Not because it looks wrong, but because watching him armor through like a Pikachu back air is very funny to me. Like the animation takes so long, but he's still just like... Like, I like to imagine the... Okay, it's gonna be the
It
Brawler.
might be the Dreamless Brawler. I called it.
You did call it earlier.
I know the team so well.
I just like to imagine that when K-Rool armors through side B, it's not because the move, like, very resistant. It's just because K-Rool really wants to throw his crown. Like, he's very dedicated to getting it out there. Double bashing is also the stage selection.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I would have rather seen Battlefield, probably banned though.
Yeah.
Obviously. Could have been PS2 as well, but...
Victor does not like PS2.
No. Why?
No, honestly. Something about the platform.
Go for it.
I think he just thinks it's too good on zoners. I think I'm the one who dislikes it because of the platforms.
I feel like it's like you want as much platform space as possible. I think for brawlers, specifically to go for up airs and bumper, especially because that is what he goes for. And then it's just gonna be a raw up smash. Doesn't take the stock quite yet.
He is going with shot put. That's not what he's been running recently.
Yeah, it's been
But that up
flashing.
smash is gonna take it.
I'll do it. I mean, with 6 stocks, they were going to take it inevitably, and Victor's been getting a lot of practice on the pig. Take it down.
Yeah, great job for both teams. It's going to be a nice 6 stock to round things out in Game 3. Do you want to go grab a player for an interview?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back, everybody. CSU takes a 2-1 victory. A little bit scary there, particularly game 2 when you were talking about it as we were walking in here. Ruby did not want to come in game 2 to take care of that Pikachu. Kind of bit you guys in the back. How you feeling after that game win?
Well, game 1, I felt like I played poorly, at least against a Steve.
Yeah.
And then especially against Pikachu, because I struggle against Pikachu offline, and online I struggle even more because the way I play that matchup is I play to parry T-Jolt, and online it's so much harder to parry.
Mm-hmm. So, it is all because out of all the characters in the game, Pikachu's so good at just comboing characters and also the Nair loops, which are so difficult to do on Pikachu. Very easy to do on Rob because, you know, his primary and only weakness is his tries.
Yeah, and another thing in the matchup is Rob has one of the best recoveries in the game. He's able to get the ledge against 99% of the cast. Pikachu is the 1% that will not let Rob come back to stage. If he gets me off stage, I will most likely die.
You did have a couple of really nice going high recoveries, though.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice you were using like the taps on the up B a little bit more today, which I don't see from you a whole lot. So that's nice to see.
Yeah, I started implementing that like newer into my playstyle. Same thing with like a lot more like jump, not fastball nairs, because you're able to jump afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a good like timing mix up. And like one of the times when I did recover high, I tried to air dodge because I knew he was gonna thunder me, but I just mistimed it because.
I do like to hear about the adaptations. One more question before I send you on your merry little way. How you feeling as a student at CSU? This is obviously your second year here, I believe, right?
No, I've been here for.
Okay, so you're a senior. Okay, so you're a senior at CSU. How are you feeling coming up on the edge of the horizon?
Well, I'm technically a senior when it comes to credits, but I still have a whole extra year on top of it because I changed majors.
Oh yeah, that's.
But I really enjoy the programs that I've been in at CSU. Like I struggled a bit with like the biology courses here because they are really rigorous because it is pre-med track. Yep. But other than that, I think I've been having a good time at CSU, and I think a lot of the professors here.
Fantastic. I do agree. I've had my fair share of bad apples, but great to hear that you're enjoying yourself. Thank you all for showing up here at CSU twitch.tv/CSU by XGG. Thank you all for showing up. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I've been with Corey.